Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly.
Hello, Steve. Hello, Larson. It's me, Dexter Lumis, NXT Superstar. So here's my shout out to the Going In Raw podcast. Clever name.
Hey, Friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you'll be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, available wherever podcasts can be found. And, of course, filmed live at the Twitch at twitch.tv/Steve and Larson. Yeah, so that's good stuff. We are a little bit late today on the show because we did an interview with a different podcast. What's the name of that podcast? Correct. Chase, is it the Chase Thomas podcast? That's what it's called? Christ, I thought you were going to know this.
Yeah. I know that sounded right. Chase Thomas sounded right. And I just wanted to double check because I didn't want to get it wrong.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's Chase Thomas.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you could check that out. He said he's gonna get it up pretty soon. So you should be able to check that out. So make sure that's the actual name of this. Yeah, the Chase Thomas podcast.
It is.
Okay.
It is. Right. I told you it was. Well, you don't trust me?
Well, I don't know if it was the kind of thing where I just threw it out there and it sounded good enough to you.
No. I heard it and I was like, I think that's right, but I want to double check. Hence the pause.
Oh, I didn't know you double checked.
Yeah, I said I did.
I thought you just, I think you're like dating. You just checked your own internal.
Do you have chicken strips in front of you now? Are you not paying attention to things today?
Wow. What? Is this because I wouldn't tell you when I'm getting lazy for her birthday? Yeah, you're being rude to me now.
I'm just in the mood.
Oh, I can tell. Well, it's election season. Well, I don't know about this, man. I'm having second thoughts. Live election results on the Twitch election night.
We already committed to it. Don't try to pull a me with the 24-hour stream. We're committed. We're all in.
Yeah, man. I kind of want to just hole up, have like a bunch of Chewy Chips Ahoy next to me.
You could still do that while we play Among Us.
Watch it on my 70-inch.
Oof. You don't have a large enough TV like above your desk right there? That's at least what, 50 inches?
That's 40. It's 40.
Oh, man. Gosh, you got it rough there.
Unfortunately, I can't play any piano tunes on it, though. That would be ideal.
Well, I mean, you can't have it.
Oh, no, you crapped out on me. You went,
everything, Steve. Oh, you just froze on me.
Waiting for it. I think you're are you good with me? You here?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm
fine. There you go. Okay.
That hadn't happened in a while.
I know, right? Anyways, let's just go ahead and talk about it because this show's already off the rails, man. Our friendships are breaking down. Oh no, he froze. Did he? Oh, he didn't freeze.
No, I was looking at my phone. I'm really good at holding steady, aren't I?
I thought you froze. You're like Drax. You became invisible for a moment there. All right. Anyways, NXT last night. What happened on NXT? We had Halloween Havoc. We got some Halloween Havoc stuff.
We learned that spin the wheel, make the deal is going to be involved. That's really the only thing that was of import to me, if I'm being honest with you. I'm happy that we're getting spin the wheel, make the deal for Halloween Havoc. I'm actually excited about Halloween Havoc, even though on the whole I feel like NXT is kind of just spinning their wheels. I don't know why necessarily they want to have. So the two major things come out tonight, along with spin the wheel, make the deal, being involved at Halloween Havoc, is Johnny Gargano is going to get another North American title match because, and then Candice Lerae beat Shotzi Blackheart to earn herself another opportunity at Io Shirai's women's title. 2 matches we just saw, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago.
But these are going to be spin the wheel, make the deal matches.
I understand.
Yeah.
And part of me is wondering, pure speculation on my part, if maybe they might have had those matches at TakeOver, at least one of them maybe go the other way than what it went, but they didn't follow through on it. Maybe because with the drafts coming up, Triple H, like, I don't know what's going to happen with the draft. Maybe thought, well, just in case Johnny and or Candice get called up, we'll hold off on this and we'll revisit it later. Maybe, again, speculation, just from a storyline, just from story perspectives. I don't know. I kind of feel like NXT is just kind of, just kind of pushing on. I don't really feel like they have a ton of direction right now. Part of that Finn, he's on the shelf for 6 weeks probably because he busted his jaw and had surgery, and they showed the incision like inside his mouth with the hunks of metal in there. Pretty intense. So many people hurt. I understand it changes things. I don't know. I just don't. I can't think of a story right now in NXT. There's performers I really like, and I'm into their work. I can't really think of any stories right now in NXT that have really pulled me in.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like a lot of the stuff going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, I like some of the matches. I like some of the performers, but from a storyline point of view, I don't know. I kind of feel like they're just kind of spinning the wheels a little bit.
I like the stuff with the Garganos and Indy Hartwell. I like that. I like whatever's percolating here with Ashante, Adonis, Jake Atlas. I mean, that's going to be a 6-man tag.
I will say, I really like the storytelling of the Gargano Austin Theory match.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that match was really good, especially from the story being told. Yeah. And I thought, I was with Damian Priest, but it felt like he was like running at 1.5 speed tonight or last night. It seemed like he was moving quicker.
Yeah, that was a really fun match. Dexter, Lumis, and him. What was with that kip up right into the leg drop?
That was great.
Oh, it's like, what the hell was that?
Here's the thing too. I thought of after the show is, wouldn't it been cool to have Damian Priest, who's like kind of a vampire, and Dexter Lumis, who's like maybe a serial killer, have that be the Halloween Havoc match because it's all like thematically consistent.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Spin the wheel, make the deal thing.
They'll never admit that Dexter Lumis is an actor. Yeah, it should be right up his alley, but they'll never admit that he's a serial killer. I do like this though. Here was on this. So this is what happened at the main event was Priest versus Lumis. Really terrific match.
Yeah, it was fun. A lot of fun.
Priest ended up winning thanks to largely Cameron Grimes caving in Lumis on the apron. Priest got south of heaven for 3. So afterwards, Priest brings the cameraman over to the stage because he wants to show off his fun Tron trick where he does the arrow and he's like, "See, watch, this is a great trick here. It's like motion detection." And then he does the arrow thing. But before he's able to do it, Johnny Gargano attacks him with a chair. So then Candice shows up and they're sort of standing over him gloating. And then Regal pops up from behind them.
Kind of like creeps up from behind them.
Yeah, it was great. It was a really cool moment. And then he's like, oh, you must be very proud. Well, at Halloween Havoc, because Candice earlier in the night won a match in shady fashion against Shotzi for the #1 contender for EO's title. John, you face Damian Priest as well, but the stake's going to be higher. Take it from the host. And then on the they have like a stage on the opposite side where Shotzi shows up. There's all smoke and stuff. Looks really cool. And behind her is spin the wheel, make the deal. Yeah, and man, on the wheel are going to be, these are the options here. Boiler Room Brawl.
Yeah.
Shotzi's Choice, which is a great play off of Sophie's Choice. Weapons Wild Match. Trick or Street Fight, which is particularly clever.
Pun.
Yeah.
That's pun.
Another one. This is even better. Tables, Ladders, Scares.
Scares, yes.
Coal Miner's Glove on a pole match. And then it just sort of goes into normal matches. Blindfold match, casket match, Chamber of Horrors match.
A normal match is a blindfold match.
Well, okay, good point. But there was no pun there. I just figured there'd be like a pun of some sort. That's what I meant by normal match.
Gotcha.
We've seen blindfold matches. I've never seen tables, ladders, scares. I don't know if that actually means chairs or if there's going to be people like trying to jump scare the participants.
There could be ghouls under the ring.
Right, exactly. So that's what I'm talking about. Chamber of Horrors match, which is the match where there's an electric chair in the middle of the ring. Bikers chain match. Again, another normal match, buried alive. And then finally, this sounds familiar, but I don't remember it. Devil's Playground match.
Yeah, that does sound familiar.
It sounds familiar, but maybe I'm just thinking of like a Rob Zombie song or something. I don't know. Anyways.
Maybe I'm thinking the 3 Stages of Hell.
Yeah, okay, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what half these matches are, but they sound amazing, and Shotzi is pretty great. So
Shotzi is great.
So yeah, there's stuff. I mean, I kind of get. There is no like who attacked Aleister Black in the parking lot. There's no Gargano Ciampa long-term story playing out right now. They do have a lot of pieces that they're sort of trying to put into place.
Yeah.
Probably what you said is probably an element of truth there. Trying to figure out what the hell's going to happen with the draft. It would not surprise me if. I don't know about both, but certainly one of those titles is going to change hands at Halloween Havoc.
You'd think so. Otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah. Like it's got the feeling that they're going to do something like a big thing here. Maybe the Garganos. I mean, it's Halloween Havoc, night of ghouls or whatever. It could be that the heels are going to go over here. Maybe Gargano and Candice. I kind of feel like Candice is going to come away with that title for sure. Maybe Gargano too. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, but if at least one of them doesn't win a belt, it's gonna be, what's the point? Why have the rematches? Why? It seemed pretty pointless.
Well, that's how it kind of feels. It's like, you're right. Usually when they have rematches like this, it's they didn't put the title on them before because they're gonna do it now. So yeah, Halloween Havoc seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, once they brought out Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal, I was all in. All in.
Dude. I just want to, I hope at least on the stage they'll have an electric chair for the Chamber of Horror, just to tease.
I hope for the stage setup, it's such a callback to like early '90s WCW.
Dude, we got to have the electric chair. Obviously, the graveyard's got to be there.
Yep.
I really hope Shotzi is given a healthy budget. Just say, hey, Shotzi, what do you want this to be? And then boom, let her run with it.
And gotta have the Halloween Battle Royal.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. Somebody needs to do the Chris Hero thing and get into a giant inflatable dinosaur suit.
Yeah, man,
that'd be great. It kicked off with Undisputed Era versus Lorcan and Burch. This is the number one contender for the tag title match. And in fact, during the match, Breezango was up on the opposite stage watching on. Things started with a Kyle O'Reilly promo where he confirmed that he's going to be cleared by next week. The second Undisputed Era prophecy starts tonight. We're going to find out who hired. Oh, here's your story. Who hired Ridge Holland to kill Adam Cole, Larson? Well, maybe the men that hired Ridge Holland are standing right behind Kyle O'Reilly. Maybe it's his brother.
Maybe Kyle O'Reilly's the man who
Ridge
Holland. Maybe they're because what was a few weeks back that Kyle O'Reilly was trying to keep Strong and Bob Fish from beating up Drake Maverick. There didn't seem to be any tension between the three of them now.
Yeah,
they seem to be on the same page.
Yeah, but that might come.
Maybe
back.
The idea was that Kyle O'Reilly, he had designs on beating Finn Balor, and then after winning, that would happen. And then he could have said, well, look, you, Adam Cole, you're beat up. I'm champion. Here, guys, let's beat up Adam Cole. Maybe that's the plan he had. But instead, he lost. And so back to the drawing board, especially now that Ridge Holland is hurt.
Yeah, could be. Yeah. Interesting. They did not, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't notice an update on Ridge Holland within the show. I mean, you would have think they would have. Maybe they're just trying to make him be a little bit tougher. Maybe they're going to wait until he's doing more rehab and they'll do a video package.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Anyways, so yeah, the finish. It was a really fun match. So of course these guys, they can put on a great match in their sleep. Let's see here. The finish saw Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch hit an assisted DDT on Strong for 2. Fish pulled Burch off the pin there, and then Fish pushed Lorcan into Burch. They ended up colliding their heads. Strong then goes and gets a flying knee to Oni Lorcan, who just does the greatest base hit crumble on that move. He gets 3. Really fun match.
Yeah, it was a fun match. After that, we get a medical update on Finn Balor, courtesy of Mackenzie Mitchell. They say, he broke his jaw in 2 places. At first, they thought no surgery, but nope, surgery after getting another opinion. They showed some footage of what looked to be an incision inside of his mouth.
Yeah, is that going to be our thumbnail for today?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, just gore.
Yeah, why not? And it says, as far as what to do with the NXT title, apparently Regal is going to give it a few weeks to see how Finn recovers before making a decision on all that.
Yeah. After that, we had an Ember Moon video package, which it was well produced, but man, talk about talking a lot and saying a whole lot of nothing. She said, while she was away, she decided to come back to NXT. She could have gone to Raw or SmackDown, but she decided to go to NXT to go to the best women's division in wrestling. She said it's just all just full of like cliches. She says now it's a whole different game. To get a title shot, it's not where you've been, it's what you've done lately. She has to basically start at the bottom and take on, all the competitors now there. And then she says Ember's Law, which still has not actually been defined mathematically or legally, depending on what kind of law it is. But Ember's Law will lead her back to the title. So I want to know what this law is, Larson.
I will say this, that from a character standpoint, from a promo standpoint, this was way more self-assured and confident on her part than anything she did in her first run at NXT.
It's interesting,
As far as delivery, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was fine. It was just the meat of it. There was delivery was fine. You're right. She seems more defined. It's funny when you go through like in NXT, she had a decent run in NXT, and that was sort of despite her her character being confused. Like, was she supernatural? Was she normal person? What was she?
It was the precursor to Damien Priest.
Yeah, the Forerunner. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, no, the delivery was fine. It's just there was the writing itself. It was just a whole lot of nothing. After that, we had Ashante Adonis versus Jake Atlas. There was a lot of showboating from Adonis's part, but when your name is Adonis, that's going to be a thing. Yeah, I really like his character work, though. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I do too. I like that he had an iridescent fanny pack.
That was beautiful.
Part of his entrance attire.
And he wrestled in jorts.
It was great.
Yeah, it was good. There was a lot of trash talk in this match. However, it wasn't that long of a match before 2/3 of Legado del Fantasma come down. Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde.
Yes.
So they sort of caused a bit of a distraction for Adonis, which allowed Atlas to get the roll-up win. And then there was a great TV direction here where you have Atlas, they come in. No, do they drag him out or they bring him in? No, yeah, they drag him out, or he goes out to attack them. They start attacking Adonis. Jake Atlas comes to make the save.
Suicide dive, yeah.
Suicide dive. They end up back in the ring. Legado, they're sort of like down on the ground licking their wounds a little bit, and then you just see these feet come into frame between them. Obviously, it's Santos. The camera pans out. He's got this great like Riddler type
it's like a
blazer,
Kelly green and black shiny blazer. It's amazing.
So they're about to start going down to the ring because they have the numbers advantage. All of a sudden, you see Swerve from behind just throw a bunch of chairs into the ring. So all the faces, they have chairs. So Legado del Fantasma, they think better. And they walk off. Something tells me next week we're going to get 6-man tag action.
Seems that's the case. After that, we had John Gargano and Candice LeRae interview. Candice calls herself the uncrowned women's champion, said she actually won her match at TakeOver. Johnny won his match too.
John.
I mean, I guess you could say Candice. Yeah, maybe has the case. Maybe. John, I don't feel like quite as much. Johnny asks what Lumis has done to earn a title shot. Says he draws pictures, stares at people, and kidnapped the guy. He should be locked up, not be given opportunity.
He's got a good point.
And he says if Regal wants to stack the deck against us, that's fine. Their destinies become champions together, and destiny overcomes all odds. Apparently, he's got a match against Austin Theory tonight. Says Theory is young and immature. Because of his big mouth, he's going to get the wrestling lesson of a lifetime. And that match happened next. And I really like the story here because early on, Johnny Gargano was working him over. And then he went back to the well with several moves. Austin Theory countered basically all of them.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It was, and commentary made a point of saying, it seems like Austin Theory, he's young, he's immature, he's learning as he goes. And we actually saw that play out in this match, where he learned the first time Johnny hit him with a particular move. And when Johnny went to that well again, bang, he had a counter. He knew how to reverse it.
Yeah.
In the end, though, it was his immaturity that was his undoing. He had the upper hand. He was getting cocky. He wasn't staying on the attack. He was milling about, talking trash. That allowed Johnny to get back in the match. Theory tries for super kick. Johnny catches it, hits one of his own, and he kind of catches Theory as he's falling from the super kick. Lawn darts him into the turnbuckle, hits him with the forearm of the back of the head. One final beat to get the win. But just seeing, this is one of those matches where it's like a perfect confluence of story being told in the ring and commentary helping tell the story in the ring. That as it played out, I was like, oh, this is actually really good. They're building up Austin Theory's character strictly by how he's wrestling. So it was actually really well done, I thought.
Yeah, I agree with that. What's his face? Wade Barrett is such a fun commentator, man.
Yeah, man.
I really wish he would talk more about dumping beans all over Drew McIntyre's head. Boy, that made me
I just
laugh
like the little
so hard.
story where he's come around on Shotzi. Like he was.
Oh, I know, right? I know.
He was like so pessimistic about her chances. And he's like, no, I'm like #1 fan now.
Yeah. Consider me a weirdo. I used to dump beans all over his head and he'd cry. What the hell? Who does that? I bet Drew was laughing his ass off when he heard that.
Yeah, man, I bet.
So anyways, afterwards backstage, we got an interview with Raquel Gonzalez, but that quickly turns to chaos as Rhea Ripley confronts her and they get pulled apart before anything really happens. After that, we had the other member of the Gargano John family, Candice LeRae.
Well, there's a quick little Tommaso Ciampa video where he's rewatching the end of his match against Kushida last week with Velveteen Dream interfering.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just watching it, and he just says, he's dead, and that's it.
Yeah, so we'll see where that goes.
It'll go to Tommaso Ciampa defeating Velveteen Dream.
Unless he just literally kills him. Candice LeRae versus Shotzi Blackheart, #1 contender match. Really, really good stuff. Shotzi Blackheart goes for a senton from the top. Candice gets her knees up, tries to go for the pin, only gets 2. So Shotzi hits like a really cool meteora rolling through to get to the top rope.
Mm-hmm.
Then Candice rolls out, and Indy Hartwell is sitting there, or she's standing there behind the barricade, but she slips Candice the brass knucks. Candice goes back over to the apron. Shotzi, eager to get her back in the ring, goes down to get her. Bang! Candice hits her, goes in, gets the 3. Hand slips the brass knuckles back to Indy with a thank you. So she is now #1 contender.
Yeah. It was a fun match. It was really fun.
Yeah, really fun.
After that, we get Drake, Maverick, Killian, Dain backstage. Drake says he went to a marketing company to help with their branding so they could be a more cohesive team.
Oh, it's terrible.
It was bad. So he's got shirt designs, and the designs are on like essentially caricatures of each of them. Mm-hmm. And the one to Killian, he's kind of got a large tummy, and it's hanging out of his shirt.
It's like hanging out, and he's like super hairy, which he is.
He's like,
really
"What is
hairy.
this?
Yeah.
What is this?" And so he pitches them on a bunch of different fabrics, I guess, for these shirts, and also their name as a team, the Furry and the Fury.
Yeah.
And Drake says, "I'll be the Fury, and then you'll be."
He's like, "What? I'm what?"
Yeah. He says it's all going to work with their music, and they got a match with Imperium tonight. And Dane's like, "What? We have a match."
That seemed to make Dain more mad. Is the fact
know.
that they had a match. He was looking forward to a good nap instead, apparently.
And then Dain just told Drake, "You better hope we win tonight."
Yeah. So after that, we had, Toni Storm versus Aliyah, preceded by a Robert Stone brand promo. Said lots of talent here in NXT, but no one seems to want to connect with the Robert Stone brand. He says their loss is someone else's gain. And then Toni Storm just basically wrecked Aliyah for like 4 minutes or so.
Aliyah put up a pretty decent fight. She got some moves in.
You think? No, did she?
Yeah.
Oh man, I
got some
don't
moves
know.
in.
This felt kind of squashish to me, dude.
Toni Storm has new music.
Yeah. Everything else is kind of the same though. I think she's great. She's such a terrific wrestler.
Yeah. Remember we saw her the first time with that Progress show in Orlando.
Yeah.
And like even then, just that one match, like, man, she's gonna be a star.
Yeah. I hope that works out. So anyway, she finished off Aliyah with a Storm Zero. But yeah, good stuff. After that, we had a William Regal interview where he said he was asked about the Candice LeRae match. He says, "I'm not happy with the outcome of that match. Come Halloween Havoc, Candice LeRae versus Io Shirai will be the match." And he also set up Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez. And then, meanwhile, Xia Li comes up and practically begs Regal to get her some in-ring action for next week with Boa sort of hovering in the background. Mm-hmm. What do you think this is all about? Why does she need...
I don't know. I mean, she seemed pretty desperate.
Does it have something to do? Is there like going to be some weird, boring work visa issues here? That's the only thing I can think of.
I know, me too. I mean, Boa handed her that envelope last week, and she opened it, and she seemed pretty distraught about the contents of that envelope. And then now, being pretty forthright, asking Regal, "Hey, I need to have a match next week. Please give me a match." And all the Regal would say is, "Yeah, I'll consider it."
Yeah, why didn't he say, "Okay, why are you so desperate for a match? Is there some sort of issue?"
Yeah, exactly.
With the government or your visa or something. Like, what's going on here? I would be shocked if foreign governments were like, "Hey, If you're a wrestler, you need to have matches. You can't just have NXT vouch for you that you're employed there. That doesn't make any sense. But we're gonna see what that one's all about. I mean,
I have no idea.
Maybe one of those
no
things
idea
where
what
you and I are thinking on the same page, and we're completely there's something obvious in front of us. I don't see anybody in chat though making any good ideas.
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
Anyways, I think that there's sort of a mystery storyline going on here. I like that kind of stuff. So after that, we had Imperium versus Drake Maverick and Killian Dain. More really good comedy stuff here. Damo starts out against Eichner, gives him a big slam. He tags in Drake, but it's basically just to use Drake as a projectile, throws him on Eichner. Drake gets isolated, eventually gets the tag into Dain. He starts laying out Imperium. They end up getting the upper hand for a moment, but as soon as it's one-on-one, Dain answers with a suplex. Dain then gets a tag into Drake, kind of reluctantly, but he has no other options. He goes off. Marcel takes out Dain on the outside, though, allowing them to get their finish on Drake and the win. After the match, Dain is pretty pissed. Everrise comes out of nowhere. They're hilarious. They start slapping Drake around a little bit, and then Dain comes in and just destroys both of them, and then goes down to Drake and says, "Nobody hits you but me." And then he pours a can of beans over Drake's head.
One match announced for next week: Breezango versus Undisputed Era for those tag titles. And then we get our main event: Damien Priest versus Dexter Lumis. This was a fun match. Early on, Priest is going after Dexter's leg, and like I said earlier, I felt like Damien Priest had a little pep in his step. Man, he was moving. It just felt like a little quicker.
Yeah, dude. Well, maybe he had a little hot tub action beforehand.
Maybe, man, maybe, because it seemed like there was a little more snap in his kicks. Like everything just felt crisp and a little faster. Which maybe he's just getting, he's just getting a lot of reps and is feeling more and more comfortable in the ring. I don't know.
That could
be.
But
it's really show because this is a really fun match.
I like the part where Dexter Lumis yelled out, "Fuck."
I thought I heard that.
Well, they bleeped it, but there was a close up on him. And he went like this. Clearly, he said "fuck." But hey, if you heard one, maybe he did it later on too.
Was that after he missed the Swanton?
I forget. I think Priest had him in. Oh, I think it was the ankle lock.
Oh,
I think when Priest had him in the ankle lock.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good back and forth. As mentioned, Priest was working over Loomis's leg because he just returned from a leg injury. Towards the end, they're brawling on the floor. They get back in the ring. Grimes runs out, hits Lumis with the cave-in as the ref is checking in on Priest, and then Damien hits South Heaven for the win. Afterwards, Grimes gets in the ring. Priest hits him with a reckoning, tells him to stay out of his business. He's wandering up the ramp. You went through this at the beginning of the show. Johnny hits him with a chair, tosses at him, super kicks the chair into his face. Regal walks out, tells Johnny and Candice they'll both have matches next week, Halloween Havoc, throw it to Shotzi. She unveils, spin the wheel, make a deal with all the stipulations. And Johnny was saying how much he dislikes wheels as the show went off the air.
Her delivery was so great, too. Shotzi is so wonderful. She's so great. So, yeah, we have some speculation here in our Twitch chat saying that, maybe either the government or some group she's affiliated with, a mafia-type group, doesn't like that she's on a losing streak, and she needs to start racking up some dubs in order to not be recalled back home, perhaps, maybe.
I don't know. I'll be interested to see where it goes. Be interested to say the least.
Yeah.
You want to do questions now?
If this was main roster, it would probably devolve into something horribly offensive. But with NXT, I'm actually kind of curious. I want to know what direction they're going to take with it. But if this was under Vince's watch, probably wouldn't end up good. Anyway.
Question time. First year from Rozzy Knight asks, how do you see Undisputed Era splitting up? Do you see them turning on each other by Strong and Fish winning the tag titles, or Cole and Kyle are failing? I don't know, man. Just keep them together for now. Unless you got a really strong story, don't do it just to do it. And if the plan was to have Ridge Holland involved and you can't find an angle on it that's going to match where they were going to go with Ridge Holland, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Because if they do it and it's lame, it's going to be so underwhelming. It should be impactful. It should really mean something when they split up.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's NXT. I give them the benefit of the doubt on this stuff. I don't automatically think that it's going to be like they're going to do it just to do it. It's got to have a good story to it. And like you said, now that the draft is done with, it's like, okay, they don't want Undisputed Era. We could do our story. I kind of feel like Triple H understands how big of a deal it would be to break up Undisputed Era. So I would look forward to the story because I have faith in them. Alex Foster, what other people should Bivens manage? Bronson Reed.
That'd be good.
That could be fun. That could be a lot of fun. I mean, ideally, you put him with a faction, and Bronson Reed could be like the cornerstone of the faction. Mm-hmm. That could be really neat.
That would be good. Ed Fries says, God, I feel bad for NXT creative trying to do their best with so many people getting hurt. Yeah, it's been less than ideal, to say the least. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They've had a bad run of luck.
Yeah. Colin Branch asks, how many times have you watched your favorite match?
My favorite WWE match is probably End of an Era. Mm-hmm. And I think I've seen that 3 to 4 times.
I don't know. I mean, I've got like a couple that I kind of consider my favorite. Like, I always really appreciated the spectacle, the sort of big moment of Rock versus Hogan. I've seen that a handful of times. My favorite actual like in-ring wrestling match, I don't know. There's a couple out there. End of an Era is up there totally. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen any match in wrestling more than, I don't know. Probably my favorite in-ring wrestling match is probably Omega Okada 1, either one or their last one. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I haven't seen it more than a couple of times. I've seen a lot more wrestling moments than I have like entire matches over and over.
Mm-hmm. Twinewinder, if you only watch one night of the G1 so far, it has to be Saturday's show. Apparently, Saturday's show was really good.
Oh, really? Yeah. Do you know what were the matches on that one?
I think that was one that had Suzuki and Ibushi, where Meltzer was saying it was like a 30-minute like Hollywood fight scene.
Oh, everybody said that was a really great match. Yeah.
Yeah. I keep needing to check that out.
Like I've seen Jericho's debut probably 20 times.
Yeah.
That was such a great moment. Let's see here. Or Seth's cash-in was great. Rich, with Candice getting another title match, is it important for her legacy to win, or do you think she's going to lose? It kind of feels like it's got to be now or never. Like what could they say at this point? It's like, okay, they're gonna stay in NXT. They're talking about the Gargano way. If they don't win it here, it like the Gargano way just doesn't mean shit.
Exactly. Yeah. Sam E. Brunks, thank you so much for the sub. Says, hey guys, hello.
Haven't seen Sam around in a while.
No.
Hope she's been okay.
Same.
Gregory asks, how do you feel about Breezango's run in NXT so far? So like, I like them. I like them. They're good. I don't know. I mean, their matches have been good.
Yeah.
There isn't like a really compelling story so far for like those tag titles. Like, here's the thing, dude. I think that they were great on main roster. I mean, did they have a limited ceiling because of their comedy stuff? Maybe. But like, I don't know. If it was, hey, who would you rather see, Breezango or Grizzled Young Veterans? I'd kind of rather see like an upcoming team that I know can put on like a 5-star match, or like Mustache Mountain or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I think it's been fine, but it's not really like my favorite spot for them.
They're great. Let them keep those titles forever. Rob, going in Rob Zerver, I hope you get a costume battle royal for Halloween Havoc like they usually did for house shows, but that's probably not going to happen. I hope they do. I fear Rob Zerver is correct that it probably won't happen. They might think that's too silly for TV.
Didn't Shayna, she was like Darth Vader, and she did the Darth Vader spot with, I want to say like Tegan Knox, like a couple of years ago, or she did like the thing, and she was like,
the force choke stuff.
Yeah, that was great.
They get really fun and creative. You see little video clips of this Halloween Battle Royal, and it's always so much fun.
Like that, I would never ever make it to TV. Nor I don't think it should. But like just doing costumes, I think it'd be enough. I think it'd be great.
Like everybody dresses as other wrestlers. 'Cause I don't think they want to have people dressed as Darth Vader because that's IP stuff.
Yeah,
for sure. That.
Yeah, but like I mean, there's that one, and I know this is from like a smaller show. It wasn't. I don't even think this was. I don't think it was NXT, but there was that one show where I just saw a GIF of it where Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate swapped gimmicks.
Yeah.
That was great to see.
They tried to do each other's mannerisms.
Yeah. They were each other. It was great.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Die Hard Homer, maybe they will recreate Havoc 98 classic between Hogan and Warrior.
Dude, do a shot for shot, move for move recreation. That'd be awesome.
But then leave the main event off the show, just like that show.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's see here. Wolfpack for life. With the Good Brothers being on the latest Quizlemania, what other tag teams would be fun to watch and who would win?
Well, I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
Well, I think the New Day would probably be pretty awesome on
that'd be a blast. That's got to be number one answer right there.
Young Bucks would probably be a lot of fun.
I'd want to see the grizzled young veterans, but in character.
Yeah, so James Drake doesn't say anything.
Yeah, that would be amazing. That would be so great. When they do the game, don't they do a game where like you gotta guess the person's nipple?
Yeah.
To see what's his face Gibson in character, trying to guess a nipple it would make my day for sure. That'd be amazing. Look at the areola.
He just sits there doing this.
Yeah, Drake just sits there like this. That's a huge nipple.
Kyle Cottons, thanks for the bit, says if we get Dexter Lumis versus Cameron Grimes casket match via the wheel, it will make Halloween Havoc must-see TV. Now, if you end a casket match with Grimes hitting a cave-in on Dexter Lumis, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. I kind of get the feeling that we're only going to get spin the wheel, make the deal for the 2 title matches, though.
Feels that way. Should be the entire thing. Moses Supposes says, what match would be on your spin the wheel, make a deal? So obviously the Chamber of Horrors match is already on there, so I'll take that out of the equation. It would be that death match we saw where somebody had it, like Mike Awesome or somebody had like a machete, and it was on a floating.
Yeah. Like a giant swimming pool, like an Olympic swimming pool.
Yeah. And then there's like explosions and stuff. It's any match from FMW would be the match.
Pippus, ratings are out. AEW 826, NXT 651.
What is the difference from last? I don't remember what last week was. Yeah,
I don't remember.
That's cool.
Oh, Pippus has those numbers. Oh. Last week AEW was 753 and NXT was 639.
Well, there you go.
So they're both up.
People are watching television. Oscar says, yeah, we've already answered that one.
Whoa, Dang MQ says not NXT, but Daniel Bryan is coming back to SmackDown tomorrow.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. That's the stuff I want to see.
That's good news.
N Shive says Sheamus and Cesaro united in a bar fight and ultimately named themselves the Bar. Where will Drake, Maverick, and Killian Dain unite? Get on the same page. And what is their team name what is their team name gonna be? Because that's gonna happen. They're gonna get on the same page at a certain point. I don't know. I can't be clever on the spot. Sometimes I can be. Yeah, I got nothing.
I'm trying to think of some Top Gun thing because he's
I know,
Maverick.
Me too, and I couldn't figure it out because of the Maverick thing.
White Brownie 92, Power Rank, which match type you would have loved to have seen on the wheel? I mean, I think they covered their bases pretty well. I'm happy they had the blindfold match on there. I'm overjoyed they have Chamber of Horrors.
I could not have come up with a better wheel. I think if it was Shotzi or whoever,
maybe the only one they could have included, maybe Inferno match.
Oh yeah, love the Inferno.
Could have included
match.
That on there.
Well, there's a lot of fire on the Tron between Damien Priest Tron and then just the general Tron.
I'm not asking for a Tron match.
No, I was just saying that they're alluding to fire quite a bit. Why not put that on there? You don't have to actually spin that wheel.
I thought you were saying they were having enough fire on the Trons. No need to have Inferno match.
Boy, you are. You need a Bob's or something? You got to get yourself a meal in your tummy? You're just yelling at me all day.
Yeah, what's it to you? Rozzy Knight, what if Pat paid off rig with Pat McAfee?
That's what I was saying about, dude, Bama during her distance learning this morning, she had PE. Well, like, the PE coach has just relegated the class to, like, his assistant, who's this, like, I don't know, Hilton-looking guy. And, like, he keeps on checking these kids. I'm like, they're 5 years old. And he's like, okay, that's not a question, that's a comment. I go to Lacey. I'm like, man, somebody get this guy a bottle. He needs some milk or something. He needs to like go take a nap.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway.
Anthony asked, what costume should the NXT roster rock at Halloween Havoc? So
Who should be
Adam
Dexter
Cole should dress
Lumis?
as Shawn Michaels.
Oh, that's good. Dexter Lumis should be Damien should be the Undertaker.
No, he should be Razor Ramon.
Oh, that's he'd like that one. Grimes is an astronaut. That's good. Grimes would be Max Moon.
That'd be good. Roderick Strong is X-Pac.
Wait, what am I missing? Why?
Nothing.
That's great. I like it.
I'm just trying to think of other Click members for Undisputed Era. Like they all dress up as.
Who would be Triple H? Rhea Ripley would be Triple H. That would be great.
Who else?
Ooh, how about this? Dexter Lumis as Shotzi Blackheart.
All right.
That'd be funny. A big green wig on Dexter Lumis. Oh, no, that's good. Spideyville says Dakota Kai and Gonzalez should be Diesel and HBK.
That'd be good.
That'd be good.
5-second post says, since you guys are dads and have wives who went through it, I don't know how pregnancy recovery works, but is it physically possible for Becky to return at the Rumble? She'd be about a month.
Oh, God, no.
Birth.
No. Nuh-uh. I mean, okay, would it be physically possible? No, probably not. Probably not. I mean, it depends on certain things, but probably not. No, I don't think she would be physically cleared. It kind of depends on a couple things, but no, I don't think she'd be physically cleared.
And it depends if she gave birth naturally or had to give or either wanted to or had to get a C-section.
Yeah, that would depend on. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm referring to. Yeah,
because a C-section, that's what minimum 6 weeks just before you can do it, like really anything.
And depending on it depends on a couple factors.
But then that's just 6 weeks to do anything. But then you have to train and actually get in shape to wrestle. So it'd probably be months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If C-section was the route.
Yeah.
Drayville, could we see some former NXT stars returning for Halloween Havoc for a special match? That'd be fun to see some people from the main roster come to NXT as their NXT personas for the Halloween Battle Royal.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who would be
Bob Roode, but in a suit.
Man, he still had the theme song in the robe. He ain't nothing changes him. He'd just be surly.
Every character.
I'm trying to think like who's had the biggest change from NXT to main roster. Who's like had a big gimmick change?
Everybody in Retribution. They just come back as their NXT characters. Like Dijak has to try to grow his hair real fast.
Yeah. Oh, we got a gifted sub from the Sheenom to the Godsaw. Thank you so much for that, dude. I was enjoying my coffee on Sunday morning, and the Sheenom's Twitch channel was airing some Joshi wrestling with Alex, Queen of the Ring, and it was really cool stuff.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so check her out on the Twitch, man. It was really cool. I like watching. I don't go out of my way to watch Joshi wrestling, but it was really cool stuff.
Oh gosh. So Ed Fries says, how do you feel about NXT promoting Jordan Devlin as NXT champ on Twitter? So there's a video, it's popped up in our mod chat where I haven't watched the video obviously because we're doing a show, but the quote from it is, "This is the one real cruiserweight championship of the world." And that was from Jordan Devlin.
Not into it. I can't get into any of those dudes who I can't You know, I can't. I'm not a fan of Matt Riddle anymore. Can't be, because all that stuff. I just can't. So that's fine. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. But if I see him on my screen, I'm gonna be like, ugh, really?
I know. Me too. Brew Crew Bomber, thank you for the sub. Oh, Diehard Homer says there's no beat the clock challenge on Spin the Wheel, make the deal.
That's okay. We've seen plenty of those.
Oh, this is a good question. Gareth Nicholas, should Drake Maverick consult Robert Stonebrand for marketing his tag team? Yes, because there's a story there.
Yeah, there is a story there. Killian Dain hates Robert Stone. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, Rob Zerber says Rhea has already been Triple H. Shane Thorne accompanied her as China.
Oh, okay. That's why that popped into my head. That makes total sense. Well, that I want to see on TV.
Yes.
That'd be terrific stuff.
Thank you, Sammy Brunks, for the bits.
Thank you, Sam.
Pippus says, if you were heel wrestlers, how would you feel? How would heel Steve and heel Larson act? What heelish things would you do?
I think you're kind of seeing heel Larson today. He's just like yelling at me and stuff. Just because I didn't.
You're being a little sensitive. I think that's
just because. Well, it's election season. I am very sensitive right now, and you're forcing me into this election night stream.
I suggested it, and I thought it was a great idea. Then you were on board. Now you're trying to back out. Coward.
Wow. See, heel turn total.
Sam with the bit says, been struggling with my depression lately, especially with COVID, so I've been missing the live streams due to UK, US timing and sleeping a lot, but I've been catching up on the YouTube. Looking forward to the new Steve and Lacey podcast.
Yeah, 2 days from now, me and the wife are dropping a ghost podcast. That's Not Scary. YouTube.com/That's Not Scary. Should be a lot of fun. She yelled at me this morning because I didn't realize I had to hit the submit button to get it onto Apple iTunes or to Apple Podcasts. So, yeah. Are you rolling your eyes now at her for yelling at me or for me for messing that? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So it's just coming from all sides.
Yep.
Yeah.
When it rains, it pours, man.
Shinam says, I'd rather be streaming that night than crying in front of the TV. Here's the thing, though. We're going to be monitoring the results as this isn't like a distraction. We're going to be, I might even run like a ticker to count the electoral votes.
That's a good idea.
We're diving into it head first.
Yeah, man. Confronting it.
The polls look good, but shit happens.
Hands be wonderful. What wrestlers would you guys dress up as for Halloween party?
Oh, I'm going to, but I can't say what it's going to be. I know what it's going to be.
In the past, what have you done in the past? You were Cena. I've been
Cena.
Kevin Owens and Tommaso Ciampa. I have no idea still what I'm going to do this
Who
year.
was I? You did two, then I had to have done two. I was Elias.
That's right.
I was Elias. Yeah, I remember that. That's when I kind of liked them. Yeah.
Are you just going to do Seth Rollins? That'd be funny.
No. I guess that would be lazy. No. I have a very fun idea that I'm going to do. It's going to make for a very interesting presentation on my end of things.
Oh, you're going to light yourself, do some different lighting and stuff?
Well, going in, Rob Zerver is doing some due diligence on American elections. He says we probably won't find out the winner on election night, I hear. If it's a really close race, that is a possibility.
If it's a blowout and they're calling states early, then it's a possibility.
I'll put it this way. If the Dems win Texas, it's done. It's done. Then it's completely done. There are a number of states where it's done. And any of those could be called that night. So I'm pretty sure that's going to happen.
Star-Lord Who said, just extended my sub. You guys are the best. Thank you very much, Star-Lord.
Oh, thank you, Star-Lord.
It's Star-Lord, man.
Oh, man.
White Brownie says, got to make that stream a sub only for sure.
Oh, wow. Or followers only chat? I don't know about making it a sub-only stream, but a followers-only chat, we might do that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't mind the idea. Look, we've got great mods here at Going In Raw.
We got the best mods.
How about this?
Great, the best.
One night only, we pay our mods.
All right.
Oh, man. Oh, I don't want to do that. Anyways, all right, that's gonna do it for us for today. Twitch chat, stay tuned. We'll stick around for a little bit. Maybe we'll raid somebody. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. We appreciate it. Till next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Be a part of the best pro wrestling podcast today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Enjoy tons of bonus videos, including patron-only live shows, gameplay, and vintage 10 for the wins, access to podcast question threads, the Friendo Care Package, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson.